everyone. It is us again for this lovely Thursday. Okay, it's your favorite girls from the Wines and Chocolate Show. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I am Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and you're watching Just the Sip, where we come and give you a little taste every Tuesday and Thursday before we give you the big gulp every Sunday. So, as always, how is your day tasting, friends?
It has been tasting fabulous. We've been working all day, girl. I had to take me a little nap earlier. It ain't nothing like a good, just midday nap. I mean, my God, it refreshes you, takes all of the weight and just stress away. So I've had a great day. How about you?
Siesta, siesta, siesta. Siesta, siesta. That's what they call the little midday nap. Call that
Oh,
siesta.
okay. Siesta.
Yeah, or like some of the OGs used to call it a disco nap.
Okay.
Yeah, son, there's a little nap you take before you head out to the club because you know you want to be alert. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
yeah, my
around
day
11
has been,
o'clock. Good night.
girl. I might. Okay, so listen, if I know there is like here in the hometown, ain't nobody doing all that, right? But you go out of town, yeah, baby, I gotta take that nap around like 9, 10, and then I can't wake up later than midnight because then I'm in the bed, right? So I'm just going and then whoop. Okay, hey, let's go. Let's Ole do it. Okay, Ole do it. So
Do you get
I can.
ready and then take a nap? Or do you take a nap?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Okay.
I would get ready. Like, but then let me go. You
Yeah.
know, because me, I'm a sleepy girl. Okay, I go to sleep anywhere. It don't matter.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay. But yeah, my day has been tasting fair. My day's been it's like a soda that you know not all the way flat, just
Okay.
a little. It don't have as much kick. You know, woke up. Mama told me like, "Is this a check?" I said, "Yeah, checks will be coming." She's like, "It didn't come." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I gotta call these. I had to call the people
Ah.
and see if they can like send me a new one. Um, Power was not on. Don't know what was happening, but eventually power
What?
came back on. You know, other than that, it was a slow day. It was a slow day. I got our video finished. Make sure that you guys go watch the new video that we put up about the inductees to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just got done uploading that. I mean, that was pretty much the day, sister. I came back home. Power was on again. Thank the Lord. Because I went over to my clubhouse. I said, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'm gonna go use some free electricity while they get this shit together. So anyway, come back here, maybe go shamish real quick, and now we're here. Okay, now we're here. So thank you for
You
listening to
should we
our ramblings.
announce what's happening in a few weeks, or should we wait?
No, we need to wait on that.
Wait on it? Okay. All right. Well,
Yes,
y'all
we need to
heard the
wait on it because
countess.
things ain't been bought yet.
We will be
Once
waiting.
things are be bought, once things
Then
are
we can.
bought, then it's very real.
Okay.
And yes,
Okay.
ain't no
Fair
turning
enough.
back at that
Fair enough.
point.
Well, today we have some topics for you guys. We're gonna sip and talk a little gossip, okay? Because there's a lot happening this week. Offset was fucking fighting and shit. Niggas just crashed out. King got arrested. Okay. It's just a lot. People getting divorced. It's a lot. So, first of all, I just want to say, King, now we was on a path of righteousness. Okay. Like we were having progress. Okay. You were getting in our good graces. You know what I'm saying? Like, King, you had come through with that lovely diss track for good old 50 Cent. Like, we was rooting for you. So it really hurt my heart to see that smug shot the other day of King basically being arrested because he refused to get out the car. Now, I will say, I feel that the officer could have let him off. You know, he is T.I.'s son. Like, come on now. It didn't need to be all of this because you know it's finna be a whole thing. You know, number one, he is, first of all, King of the South. Okay. T.I. is King of the South. We all know who his children are, child. You know what the hell you was doing. But nonetheless, King got pulled over for speeding. I think he was going like 70 in a 40.
Oh, now what
Yeah,
the what?
that yeah. It didn't look good. And so then I think he also had a gun in the car, which I believe he told the officer. And that is why, from my point of view, that's why he asked King to get out the car. And King was like, I ain't doing that. And the officer was like, well, you finna be in trouble. And then King was like, well, I'm finna call my lawyer. And then the lawyer was like, nigga, you need to get out. Not to say it sound like me. No, Mari, no. I'm crying. No, not King Von. King Harris. Okay, so
Yeah,
T.I. King Harris.
yeah.
And so the lawyer's basically like, you need to get out of the car. Then he was arrested. And then poor T.I., he just coming like the most concerned parent. He's just like, is there nothing that we can do, officer? And I was just like, no, because he was doing this and he refused and da da da. And then T.I. just shaking his hand like, just
I can't.
tarnishing the rest of this legacy. Like, oh God, no. We don't got nothing, you know what I'm saying, left out here. It's just always something with you. So I will say, shout out to Damani, his older brother. He held him accountable and he did it in such a loving, brotherly way. Like he was like, bro, you said you was gonna stay out of trouble and then we can go on tour. I'm gonna have to politely decline at this time. Like Damani's so sweet. Like honestly, I love him. He's just like, I am not hood, okay? I'm not gonna even come up here and try to be like, bitch, nigga, what the fuck? I'm just coming here, bro. Look, I don't got time for this. I'm gonna tell you right now, if we go on tour and you get arrested and then you can't make with a show, I ain't finna deal with that. Smart man for, you know what I'm saying, just trying to look ahead, you know? So, poor King.
I
At
mean,
least
if
he's
you
free.
look, huh?
At least he's free. He's not like in there still.
But my thing is, if you look at the way they handled the battle, that makes perfect sense. How oh yeah, he was, and he got arrested in a Pikachu onesie. I did see that. Yeah, yeah, he did. He surely did.
I wonder
Damn
where he's
girl.
coming from. He must be coming from his girl house. Something.
He had to, and like, he's a new dad, and so maybe that was something he dressed up with, the like to dress up with the baby, and that's why he bought one. And that's the only bill I can throw him. Okay, and to us he's still like 12, so it could be
He's
that.
not a man to
Um,
me. He's a child.
yeah, he's so small. Like,
Very
he's
tight.
so small and young in the face. It's like, you look 15. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're a grown man. I know you have a baby, but just you are a child. Hell, Damani get more man than you, and I'm like, anywho, and he got a baby face too.
I like he do, yeah.
But if, like I said, if you think about how they both interacted with the whole 50 Cent thing, that makes sense, right? Because like King was no mercy, you know what I'm saying? Smoking on your dead mama, and put the blunt up to the shirt and all this, and posting your mama's grave and all this. This is not a young man. This is not a young man with any type of like, you know, he really is of the term is up in his stuff. That's how he operates. Once you run afoul, ain't no mercy. That's just what it is. Call it YN stuff, call it dirty South stuff, call it whatever. But those type of guys, especially about their mama, cross that line, you gonna get dealt with. But then you look at Damani, he's and I'm like, he's like you said, I'm not a gangster. No, he's not a gangster. He's just serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's
He don't
like,
play.
it's cool, but shout out to my friend's ex. I remember one time he cracked me up. He said, you know, just because people think just because I'm cool, I won't act a fool. And I love that quote. And I still say that to this day, even though he ain't shit. I still say that quote to this day because it's true. People think because you laid back that you won't lean forward. And like, nah, I'm about that. But it's all in how you handle things. Like, this is a calm part. We don't hear nothing. The Mike was a fucking ghost as far as we was concerned until he had to come outside and do his thing. So shout out to Damani, like you said, holding his brotherly love, giving him some brotherly love on that accountability type shit. But
Agreed.
yeah, King, I just I am not shocked. I mean,
Of course
it's a Tuesday, you know, because like I knew you was gonna go back to doing stuff. I just was only rooting for you for this particular one because I don't like 50 Cent anymore, and he deserves it. He deserved it. You did your big one, but now we can go. We can depart now because I don't see you. Because I don't see you. You know, I don't see you rerouting back to some shit that we can all be proud of again. So
we love you. We love you. Thank you, everyone. Please make sure you let us know in the comments what you think about the situation. Do you feel like King should have been, arrested for this? Do you feel like the officer should have let him go? Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think also about Damani too, being like, no to it for you. Okay.
real quick,
Oh yes,
I
go
will
ahead.
stay on that part. That's such a dicey thing, right? Because it's like, yeah, why do you want me to get out the car? It's like I hate when police start with that type shit. It's
Yes,
like,
that's what I was
why you want me to get out the car?
saying.
Now you saying the gun thing, okay, fine. Like
Yeah.
that might be a reason. But it's just kind of like, bro, if I don't know, you fear for your life, things happen, I guess. But and everybody don't know T.I. Everybody don't know
True.
T.I.'s son. You know, we just can't take for granted. She said they knew.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I listen, because these are just gonna be the defenses that they use. I'm just saying. But it's I hate when cops start with the get out the car shit, especially when you're complying pretty much and
Right.
they're
You know,
not stating the reason why they pulled you over.
Mhm.
That is those are red flags to the people in the car. When you pull me over, you don't tell me why you're pulling me over and you want me to get out the car.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna get defensive. I don't want to get out the car.
he said why he pulled him over, but he didn't say why he wanted to get out the car. That's where it's like, okay, like you said, I agree with you. Okay, yes, you pulled me over for speeding. Next, nigga, like, okay, why do I have to get out now? Because we need to have a
You want me to
conversation.
walk?
Nigga, what do we need to have a conversation about?
My
Just because
window
I
is
told you to get out.
down.
Okay, now you're just being ridiculous.
Like my window is down. Like I'm not doing nothing janky. Like oh Lord. Anyway, but yeah, we can move
We can
on. I
move
just
on.
want to make that point.
Poor Stormy Wellington. I'm gonna
Ain't
pull
no
this
poor.
up. I feel badly. Only because I've been in an MLM and I understand that nobody makes money. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. You go ahead.
No. I want you to go on
Okay.
because
Okay.
I have thoughts.
So I have been in an MLM before. Nobody makes money. It really is about your personal amount of work that you put in. I am not going to sit here and act like there isn't a level of scamming happening here. I do understand that. How do I say this? Okay. I just feel like with a lot of business models today, period, they don't fucking tell you the truth. A lot of them. Stormy is not the only nigga doing this shit. She's not the only person making money, especially through an MLM, and then other niggas aren't making money. There's tons. Grant Cardone, Tony Wallet. Like, I'm just playing. I really don't know, but I'm just saying. I am just saying. There's so many, and I really feel that a lot of people don't understand about these MLMs is like you have to literally create your own brand in whatever you're selling. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm just gonna say I sell this product and then I'm about to sell a whole bunch of money or I'm about to make a bunch of money. And it doesn't work like that. There's no such thing as a quick scheme or get rich quick scheme, none of that. You basically have to become your own business, quite literally. And that means creating your own marketing, creating, your own audience. Like it's a lot of fucking work. And people don't understand that. And they want to get mad at people who do understand that, who have had the education or, what I'm saying, somebody to kind of give them the game because there is game involved. Like it
Oh
just
yeah,
is. It just is. There's no real way
big
around it.
game.
So it just sucks to see a Black woman going through this because, again, I know that there's a lot of others who are quite literally doing the same fucking thing and nobody's making any money. So that's my thoughts.
Okay. So the reason why I don't say poor Stormy is because if any of y'all even know who we're talking about, you know who she is. This is Miss Low Vibrational Plate herself.
Yes.
Okay. This was a woman that became viral because she was telling another woman that she had too much food on her plate and there wasn't enough space in between. And, that's basically she equated that plate to like her lifestyle. And, you see my plate, you see how I got like this on my, see, that right there, that just told me everything I needed to know. Okay. That told me everything I needed to know. And the fact all of, yeah, exactly. Yeah, girl, your plate, no vibration followers. Okay. It just was giving, it was giving high school. It was giving popular girl hazing people that want to sit at her table type of shit, right? Now, I don't know what we're going to talk about it in the text here, exactly what her MLM is. You're absolutely correct. If you think you're going to join an MLM and start making money hand over fist and start living blah, 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 you're wrong. The other reason why I don't say poor Stormy is because she knew that. She always lived a very ostentatious lifestyle on her social medias, all this jewelry and the house and the hair and all these things, right? And you can get it too, and you can have it too. And in order to succeed in the MLM, you have to sell dreams and you can't feel bad about selling them dreams. You feel me? You can all say, "Oh, my line is always open. Oh, make sure that you talk to your link up or your direct
Upline.
your upline." Yeah, there's all that shit. Because let's be real, y'all. The reason why we have this show today is because of an MLM.
Clock
And
it.
okay, and in that MLM, we were trying to tell the Stormies of the MLM the way you're going about it ain't right. The if you want more followers, if you want more people, they were under the guard of, like you said, "Oh, I'm just gonna get in here and make my money." And as and the MLMs, as long as you get people to sign to you, that's where the money comes from. Your first initial set of money comes from. Your set money comes from all the people that get signed up to you. They haven't even sold a thing yet. You just getting money because people are signed up to you, and that puts you in an executive position to where you now have to manage a team. And so after you manage the team, now you now need to ensure their success. You need to now help them sell whatever the
Sell a
MLM is
dream.
selling. Okay. Help them sell whatever. Okay. And then you get more money because now you get a piece of everything. That's why it's called a pyramid scheme, y'all. They MLM ain't nothing but your grandma's pyramid scheme, okay? It ain't nothing but Mary Kay. It ain't nothing but fucking Amway. It ain't nothing but motherfucking Cutco knives. All of this shit,
Kirby, all of it.
all of it, okay, is an MLM. But integrity, integrity. That's the only way that you won't end up in this type of situation like Stormy is in. But when you want to walk around and talk about people got low vibrational plates, you're coming up with this pseudo intellectual fake philosophies,
Yeah.
and then you're using that to prey on people who just want something out of life, and you're using yourself as this thing to be measured by, and you're not, because look at what you're doing, and you're not keeping it real with people.
Mhm.
So we're gonna get into this text. I promise, not like the Drake one. I'm not gonna read all because this is kind of fucking long. So I'm gonna just try to skim through this the best way I can. Okay. So it says the FTC has sued Stormy Wellington in a federal court. In federal court in South Florida over alleged deceptive income claims tied to two MLM. Woo, mama was a
Getting
scammer.
that bread. Okay.
Two MLM companies, and at the same time filed a proposed stipulated settlement. In its complaint, the FTC alleges Wellington repeatedly told recruits on the total life changes and the pharmacy they could make six, seven, or even millionaire level income, while public income disclosures from those companies showed the overwhelming majority of those participants earned little or nothing. According to the FTC, Wellington promoted TLC and later pharmacy through videos and social media, claiming things like participants would earn no less than six figures and that she would create 60 new millionaires in 2026. The agency says those claims were deceptive because TLC's own disclosure showed 76.8% of active participants earned no compensation in 2023, and that only 0.4 earned more than 5,000 that year. This is what we talk about, y'all. This is what we talk. You have to be real about it. Quick anecdotal story about me. I think the first real MLM I joined was one of these travel things, right? I joined it, and just like I joined the wine thing, I joined it off the strength of friends. I'm an easy friend, you know what I'm saying? If you got something you believe in, can you just sign up for me? Sure, whatever. As long as I ain't got to pay shit, sure, I'll do it. You just need a body to say, hey, I'm doing it. Cool, I'll do it for you. So I was in it, and I was getting the whole send 100 emails to people I ain't talked to in years. I ain't worked with in forever. Send emails, send texts. Like start building yourself. And my first initial thought was like, ain't nobody finna do that. Like there's no point. And it just immediately gave dated. This is an old way to do something. Like you have to be on social media and stuff like that. You gotta like really get out there. And then I was like, but I don't really want to sell. Like I attempted it. I tried to make some pages, set up some trips. It didn't sit right in my spirit. I'm like, I don't want to do this. So then I had to think, well, if I own this company, how do I want to run it? And that's what we're saying. Like when you're somebody like this, Stormy, you have to be real about, okay, and when you have a team and you actually want to make sure your team is successful, you find out what is this person's strong suit. Okay, maybe you don't do this or that. Okay, but we still need you to do some social media, but maybe you're more like a video essay person. Maybe you're more just like an Instagram story person or a Snapchat. Find what that thing is, and then we start to work on it. And then what is your angle? Do you have character? You know what I'm saying? Are you just wanting to do straight, you have to start getting to the meat of things. And those are questions I started asking myself. And then I was like, completely did away with the business model. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to be making trips for just random people or trying to make these cruises for these, groups of people. I'm going to use it for me. I'm going to broadcast me using it. If somebody is serious, they will ask me, how am I doing this? Then I will in turn at least give you a brief elevator pitch synopsis. You want to learn more? You got to get signed up. Then I will invest my time in you to really help you figure this shit out. I'm not going to go out here and go here, thither, and yon and search for folks that aren't serious or that are only in it because I make it look so grand.
And you're not trying to prey on people.
Exactly. And that's what this is. Scroll a little bit. Let me see if there's anything else I really would need to, let's see, moved faster. Okay. Go down. Okay, go up a little bit. Okay, right there. So the proposed settlement also requires Wellington. Okay, I guess I can read the rest of this. It wasn't as long as I thought. I'm sorry. Go back.
Oh my God.
Sorry, y'all. Yeah, go up to this paragraph right here. Yeah. But the story moved even faster than thought. Oh, sorry, faster than that. Alongside the lawsuit, the FTC filed a notice of proposed stipulated order for permanent injunction, saying the agency and Wellington had already agreed to resolve the matter. Under the proposed order, Wellington would be permanently barred from misrepresenting or helping others misrepresent likely earnings in any business venture, including MLMs, and would need written substantiation for any earnings claims she makes. So they're like, you can no longer go on here and say you can make $1 million. You no longer could go on here and say I'm making millionaires. You can't do it unless you can only do that if you showing the earnings. You got to actually post what you're saying. You have to corroborate with physical evidence these claims. You're suing you, so you can't lie on the fucking internet anymore. Like that's a part of it. That's crazy. So the
Basically.
proposed settlement also requires Wellington within 7 days of entry of the order to email a notice to everyone in her downline, MLM talk, in her
Damn.
downline with the subject line, important notice regarding deceptive earnings claims from Stormy Wellington.
Oh God damn.
Like you, that's how you gotta title your email? The
Jesus
government is saying
Christ.
you can't lie on the internet no more. You gotta show proof when the shit you say, and this is your email header.
Bitch, we had to give you. Don't you even try to spit this.
Don't try to no these exact words in your email header. Oh my
And the
lord. Uh
deceptive earnings is fucking sending me. But sorry, go
because
ahead.
that's what it is. That notice would tell recipients that the FTC alleged she made unsupported earnings claims and that she can no longer make misleading claims about the TLC opportunity, the pharmacy opportunity, or similar ventures.
Yikes. They said, bitch, don't even think about going to a different place and then try to do this shit again.
Don't go to Discord, don't go to WhatsApp, bitch, we'll find you, okay? Um, it says, notably, the proposed order says Wellington neither admits nor denies the allegations. You can't even, you're not even smart enough
Yikes.
to deny them?
She plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations. So she can't, sorry, notably the proposed order says Wellington neither admits nor denies the allegations except for jurisdictional facts, but waives her right to challenge the order if entered. It also imposes long-term compliance obligations, including reporting, record keeping, and monitoring provisions that could remain in place for years.
Damn, bruh. Damn.
So, the proof is in the pudding. The devil's in the details, as they say. But I want you to play the video
Okay.
so we can see what Stormy has to say for
I wonder
herself.
which. Oh, that's the next one. Okay.
That's the second one.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. 1 second here. Let me bring this up. Bring that for my people. People.
Tries to come your way. When you know who you are and whose you are, you don't let little things throw you off your A game. Little things. And so just remember to stay focused no matter what adversity comes your way, no matter who tries to come up against you. Know that you are a child of God. And as a child of God, you got to know that no weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. So what the weapon formed? You don't allow them to prosper. So have a good night, everybody. And just know that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. They're going to form. They've been forming since I was a baby. Almost they made it. That's how much they've been forming. But no weapon can prosper unless I allow it. And I will not stop. And I will not allow any weapon to form against me and prosper. That's a choice. And I choose not. Because God is within me, I cannot fail. So have a good night, everybody. And God bless you all.
Under the jail. Under the fucking jail. Under
The
the
music
jail.
sending me. Turn that damn music off.
I knew from there. The
Yes.
slow, the
Yes.
piano,
Yes. That
the
really let
smug
me
just
know.
sitting up with our arms folded, like this is some bullshit, y'all. And as soon as we go to God, how many times was she gonna say no weapon formed against me? That's the
Nah.
only one you know. That's
That's
the
how you know
only
you
one you
sweating.
know.
That's how you know you
Yeah,
sweating, child. When
you
you
couldn't even come up with another verse, girl.
right. And then you just like in the ultimate denial. Like you sound like one of the manosphere niggas that's just like, I am going to keep this facade the fuck up, bitch. Because if you keep saying something enough times, people begin to believe it.
And
Yeah.
that's exactly how she got the people that she got to follow her MLM. She just kept going online and kept saying, I can make you a millionaire. I can do this and you can be living like that. Da, 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 da. And then one of them people that made around $5,000 was co-sign. Yeah, yeah, because I made me some money too. Because here's the thing, y'all remember like around, because especially during the pandemic, this shit was at an all-time high. The MLMs was out trying to get everybody. And then remember that Susu or Snoo shit or whatever the fuck, where people like making these groups where everybody put in $500 and then
Oh yes, the butterfly
that
shit or whatever the fuck. I
it was
Lotus,
1,000 different names for them shits, but all I heard was money laundering.
Lotus butterfly.
That's all I heard. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, my uncle, like I said, my uncle convinced me to do one of these motherfuckers, and I was just like, yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, there's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme.
No, it's
I hate to inform you, like I said, we are where we are today because of the MLM. But you you for those who don't know, we also have a course that you can get, and in our course, we talk about controlling the narrative. Controlling the narrative is exactly for things just like this. If you sow the seed and remember, which is another part of the coach course, you sow the seed so you can remember to control your narrative, to stay the course so you don't get tempted to do things like this. You can get to the money, but it is the speed of how people want to get to the money and how much money people want to make. Those are the two biggest things, because it will start to make you feel as if you need to do unscrupulous things to get what you want. And then, there might be some people who might be, hey, the PPP loans, remember that shit? There was a lot of people doing unscrupulous things to get what they want, and it looked good on IG, but now they're also going to be petitioned by the FTC. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. That's what I told Kanye. That's what I told Kanye, bro. This is their system. You can't keep trying to play these games in their system. Like, they not gonna come for you. It will behoove you to do everything against the system. Quite frankly, you'll be able to sleep at night. You'll be able to look yourself in the eyes, you know what I'm saying, in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, it takes so much energy to keep lying. It takes so much energy to keep lying, to keep switching out cars, to keep moving into a new house, to keep running from the IRS. It take too much energy to be deceptive. That same energy could be put into having integrity. You won't have to do a billionth of any of that type of shit. So,
because that very same God that you're talking about can absolutely put you in a position where you don't even need to deal with stuff like this. So, but it has to start with you willing to be, like I said, just have integrity and do the right thing. Because karma is also, you have to understand now, karma is also real. Now you putting out terrible energy and making people feel like they're going to be millionaires and everything like that. Again, I do feel for those people, but it also is kind of like one of those things where I don't want to say you got to be charged to the game, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like that because it makes me sound like an awful person. Like, you don't care about the people who not think, but it's also just like, you have to learn about scams. Like, you can't, and you damn near thinking that you're going to just make some money real quick and shit like that. You give people like this way to do what the fuck they doing because you're not thinking like, girl, there's no possible way. You need to know that. You need to know there's no possible quick scheme, and if it is, bitch, you are getting taken advantage of. So,
and they will come for you. Whatever money you made, they're gonna want that back times 10.
Right on back.
That would be my other thing too. We talking about Fed, this shit.
Right on back.
They gonna want that money like tomorrow, So,
and your white connections are not gonna save you. Black people.
They're not as Diddy.
They're not gonna say.
So, hey Stormy, I hope you can weather this storm, Stormy. Yeah, but you better send them emails out.
Yeah, that subject line is crazy. Okay, so real quick, congratulations to Queen Naija. Oh my goodness. I could not believe it, bitch, when I seen the fucking little video that her and Clarence, I think his name is Clarence, had posted And she's running in the field and got her dress on. And she's showing off the ring. It's a nice size. And, I'm just happy for them. I'm happy that I'm glad that he is no longer trolling her, because that was really my only issue with this. Like, could give a fuck if they got married or not. But like, this bitch damn near begging you to be like, so when you gonna do it? You gonna do it? And he just like, yeah, someday when you ready, when I'm like, it kept on for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And I'm just like, this nigga ain't never gonna fucking propose at this rate. Like, cause I'm glad she finally got the fucking hint, bitch. Stop asking. Don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because it's like there is like this level of pressure that I feel like women get from even the outside, was like, well, if you ain't proposed by now, then you ain't never gonna pose. And the man know what he wanted and this, that, like, and so now you just looking like, damn, like, what the fuck wrong with me? But you have got to, this is y'all's relationship. Okay, so look at it now. As soon as you just stop doing all that, now he's just all open and ready. So good for you, Clarence, for fucking not letting nobody down and doing this bullshit that we gonna talk about later. Well, hopefully you don't do this bullshit that we gonna talk about later. But ultimately, you're there for that girl. You're there for y'all's kids. That's really the thing about it. Now, y'all damn family. So it's just kind of like, I love one of my friend's sons was like, he was like, you don't want to marry the person you have kids with? Don't you like her? Like, I love how kids are getting it. You know what I mean? Like, don't you fucking like her? Nigga, you had kids with her? What the fuck? But anyway, just saying all that to say, I'm super happy for them. The video was a little cheesy, but it was beautiful.
Okay. I did not know any of this because I don't follow Queen Aja. I did know about like her desire to get married, and I completely forgot this nigga's name was Clarence. That's funny to me.
He too old. I mean, he too young to have a damn name like that, child. Like, what the fuck?
And like Summer Walker's baby daddy name was Carl. It's just like I don't know where they getting these names. I don't know what grandfather or what uncle has passed on, and they was like, you know what, we gonna keep Clarence alive, child. I don't know.
Yes, Clarence White. My God,
Clarence White. Okay. Okay. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Give me congratulations. Now, just wait. You already did.
Yeah, I nodded when you said it. That's good enough. Ladies.
Uh-oh.
Lady. Uh-oh. If you gotta ask more than twice about when you're getting married, cut your losses. That man gave that lady a shut up ring. Never in my life would I want to be given a shut up ring, a here damn ring, a my God, bitch, are you happy now ring. Like you said, we're going to touch on the consequences of what's to come when you receive something like that. On top of the fact that this man impregnated you while you were asking, he impregnated you before he married you. You allowed that. Well, you accepted that. And you stayed. And I'm sure you gave us some good chicken head emotional bops about this same thing. And it just further reinforces women needing a man, not feeling valuable without a man, needing to parade marriage around as if it is some sort of nanny boo boo. Look at me. Like, you know, when Yandy, like when Mendeecees had first got out, and Yandy was making the other two baby mamas' lives like a living hell because she was like, I'm the wife, and all that. And then comes out of the niggas wasn't like legally married. remember how you told me about Portia? Talk about I just want to make kids food or whatever the fuck. There, the pick me ism of it all that is really deeply embedded in the fact that you allow a man to make a fool out of you and make you hop up and down and jump up on one foot and bark like a dog for something that he knows you want. This is, we know that. The nigga lays with you and impregnated you. Y'all even broke up and got the fuck back together. It's like, I cannot say congratulations to this shit. I cannot be happy for you because this is a mess. And I really want Black women, I'm gonna be specific. I really want Black women to stop this shit. That's really what I want. I want y'all to stop wanting this shit. This is for likes. This is for clicks. This is for posts. This is to satisfy your broken ego of having to have to beg a man for years to do this very same thing when you could have left and found you another man that would have did that shit in 3 months. You don't value yourselves enough. You don't love yourselves enough. You don't see the potential. You don't really understand the potential in yourself. A lot of men, unfortunately, know that about a majority of women. And they will do these things because they know women will allow that shit because so many women have swallowed the pill of I don't want to be alone. I need a man. But simultaneously, I'm not saying Queen Naija on this one, but simultaneously, there's also this subculture of women like, I'll take your man, I'll fuck your man. You know what I'm saying? Only to be the same one that turn around still want to get married. But like you be saying you want to take shit it don't add up. So that I'm sorry. I'm glad you went first because you gave all the things that needed that are nice. That's great. But we deal in reality over here. And I'm sorry. That's a mess. If you were my friend, I'd tell you the same shit. And quite frankly, I can tell you ain't got no friends. And if you do have friends, you don't listen to your friends. Because there's no way that if somebody that'd be around you that cares about you truly would be like, would champion any of this. They must be as bird brainish as you. They understand it because they also don't have no value in themselves. They also seek out value in men and being married up. You asked this man, for years you asked this man, and he thought it was a fucking joke. Oh, well,
That was what was disturbing to me.
And then who bought the ring?
I hope him.
What the fuck do Clarence do? I still don't know what the fuck Clarence do.
He's like an influencer like her, but obviously she has the most money.
Thank you. Because again, who the fuck is Clarence? Because Clarence's parents had a real nice marriage.
Okay.
Okay? Who the fuck is Clarence? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you bought your own ring. You bought your own ring. And if you didn't buy it, that motherfucker's a moissanite. It's lab created. For a diamond to be that motherfucking big, he ain't got that type of money. I wasn't born last night. Okay? That nigga ain't got that kind of bread. He don't. So you bought your own ring. You guys talked about it. He said, okay, baby, I'm finally ready to marry you. What kind of ring you want? This one? Okay, I got this much on it. I know you're willing to do that because if you're willing to stay with a nigga that long, you those are bird brain things. Birds buy houses and put and act like a nigga, put their name on it. Birds buy themselves gifts and post them and say, "Ooh, look what my baby gave me." That's what birds do because birds want to attract for attention. That's why it's called peacocking. Literally, the most fabulous fucking bird. It's just a peacock, but it ain't doing shit. It's just gray with feathers. It don't serve no motherfucking purpose. See what I'm saying? So good luck. That I will say to you. Good luck.
And I just want to really quickly just circle back to what you said about the whole, there's a lot of girls just running around here with this image of marriage in their mind, and it's really, so it's killing us, guys. Like, it's killing us. Like, I was watching something on Instagram. I don't know who this man was, but he was this older white man. I think he's like some sort of psychologist or something. And he was telling these other men, he was like, yeah, all you got to do is tell the girl you've been thinking about her. Just tell her that. Just, I heard this song and it reminded me of you. I just wanted to say, have a good day. And then when you text her again at 1:00 in the morning, hey, what you doing? She's going to be more inclined to let you come over. I was just like, damn, it really be that easy for, you know, for these hoes. And it's just so sad. And it's just because of the pick me thing. Like, they just, people are willing to settle for, quite frankly, disrespect, because they want someone so badly and they want to have this video. Like you said, this video, that's why I was like, like, I really honestly would have believed it more if y'all didn't do that. I swear to God, because that video, it just gave me music video for what, like, you have been wanting to do this music video, because like when Clarence looked up, I was like, okay, I'm sorry, like, I just can't. But and I don't even want to laugh at that, because it's like, I know that that's something that you really want to. You want to be able to have something for your kids. Like, oh, look how in love we were, da da da. But it is so performative, and in that, the part that just takes out the genuineness of a relationship, and again puts this false dream in other women's minds and other younger women's minds who are watching you and being like, I just wish someone would do that for me. Whole time, bitch, you paid for the fucking lights, the venue, the cameraman, the dress, the this and that. And it's like, girl, this man ain't doing nothing for her. And I don't know what he did for her. He good about that damn ring. But the point is that there are women who are willing to, again, create this fake ass facade just so they can say, well, at least I'm married, or at least he wanted to put a ring on me, or whatever the fuck. And it's just sad.
Yeah. That's, what JC say, we don't believe you. You need more people. Okay. It's just, I don't want women to be desperate.
Yeah.
Because like that what you just said, they prey on that desperate shit.
Yeah.
That, oh Lord, I ain't had a man. And that's what, like,
ain't nobody telling me I'm pretty. Ain't nobody telling me they thinking about me. And it's just like, girl,
I ain't got no good morning tags. My phone is dry. Girl, go get a hobby. Go get a fucking hobby. Go join an MLM.
Make
I don't
some money.
know. But
yes.
You need to go get you find you something to do. Because at least you'll be in a place to probably meet more viable fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know this man. I'm gonna stop talking about him like this. Because I don't know him. I'm stop talking about him. But optics, right? Visually, we clearly see that you are eclipsing this man. You've eclipsed him the whole time. So it bothers me that someone like yourself did not see the value of you being able to be swooped up by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got clearance, you got a clearance, you can get you a Thomas. I don't know.
Clarence get you a Terrence?
At least he might have a little edge on him. I don't know, but just, anyway.
And I don't want to send the message out that if a nigga don't marry you, that you just supposed to drop this nigga and then go find a nigga to marry you. Because just because a nigga marries you don't mean he love you. Let's also be very fucking clear about that. Just because a nigga is willing to buy a ring don't mean that this is the one.
But I can tell you, he surely doesn't love you if he plays like you get married as a fucking joke. I'm gonna tell you, if you see that behavior, you can cut your fucking losses. It's all in how this is going. It's all in the conversations y'all have had. If he knew from the jump when y'all started fucking around that you were serious about getting married, if you are a woman who is seriously marriage minded and who is dating, you have to say that shit up front. You have to, because it weeds the pretenders out. the contenders from the pretenders. It weeds them out because there are men looking for marriage. I'm not going to sit there and say like all men don't want to get married. There are men looking for marriage, but they also live a certain type of way, carry themselves a certain type of way, right? So when you're dating and you said that I'm a marriage-minded person, like, I only intend to court for like maybe a year, but I'm trying to get this going along. And he can say whatever, but you pay attention to them actions. If the actions is not matching up, what the fuck are you sad about? You just gonna go out and go and try to find you another one. And if that nigga don't work out, it's like finding a job. Shit. You gonna put out a bunch of applications. They all sound good. You might go on a few interviews, but if that money they talking ain't right, if that work life balance ain't working out, if you can't, take care of your kids in the time, if the stipulations don't work out, then I rescind I rescind this offer. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go somewhere else, because if you're smart, which I don't think a lot of women do because they have been shamed out of doing it by men, is to date multiple men at the same time. That is another way that you'll stop this shit as well too. Because you think that nigga only dating you? Tuh. Okay? You should have at least, if you are a dating person, I'm saying this if you're a dating person, with marriage in your mind, you need to have at least two dates a week. At least. If you pull them like that, you should have at least 2 dates a week. And compare and contrast.
And I will also say that it, to me, does you a disservice not giving it way more time. Like, I get it, whatever people want to, but it's like, even when you tell a nigga you want to get married, that is literally giving them all the ammunition to try to trap you. That's literally, they are now like, okay, this is what I need to do now to make sure she's locked in forever. And this nigga might be fucking terrible. So give yourself fucking time. What you say? Ain't no man want to sleep with you, let alone multiple. Child, please.
Child, and that's why you got the crusted nut in your boxes. Get it. So anyway, and with all that being said, yeah, but that's where the vetting comes in. But that's where you keep them eyes open. Yes. You can say what you want all day long, but it's the actions. Because a nigga like that is going to reveal himself. You don't have to really, if anything, err on the side of caution with all this shit. Quite frankly, because it's all gonna sound good. It all feels good, whatever. Dick might actually be good if you get that far. But when he makes that joke, what do you mean by that? When he gives his opinion about something and then something, ask him to do more. And then, like I said, once you ask enough questions, you'll fall out of love with a motherfucker so fast. But don't be scared to do it. That's how you end up getting trapped, like she's talking about. It's like you in it, you're in a whirlwind, it's all great, but you didn't ask no real motherfucking questions. And yes, now you have quickly married a motherfucker who acted like they were gonna do all. No, even during all that, as he knows all that, keep asking motherfucking questions.
Keeping your eyes open.
That's it. That's all you can do to keep you from looking like Boo Boo the fucking fool. And it ain't always gonna, you can get married, be married for 5-10 years, and then, boom, some shit go down. But it's all in how you handle it going forward. But at least you can, because you're never gonna be sure about anything, but at least you can feel comfortable going into a union with a motherfucker. At least feel comfortable. Like, hey, I don't foresee this nigga say, oh, surprise, I got like 3 kids I know about, or, I'm actually a felon, or, I've harmed children or women before, or, animals, or, I can't keep a job. You can't be surprised by these types of things. It's just like, yeah, nigga, okay. And my last point is that you can be engaged for however long the fuck you want. I think that's another thing people be forgetting as well too. That engagement period is a probation period. I ain't said I do yet. We ain't got no marriage license. We ain't did nothing yet. This is just a grand idea. Because in my opinion, a years long engagement, that's not on top of the time it took the man to court you. That now we're talking about at least about a 2 year span. If you dated for about a year, maybe 6 months to a year, because it moves fast for some people, asking to marry him, then you wait that shit out. Go get your counseling. Go if you guys are spiritual, go get your church stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Tie up any loose ends with baby mamas and baby daddies and all these. Make sure all that shit is somewhat to a comfortable level for you before you actually go do that shit. And if it don't work out, you can give that ring back
The door.
and you can say, I'm sorry. And that way you didn't get married to this motherfucker. Hopefully you didn't have their babies. You guys didn't move in. Well, you probably moved in together, but but you ain't got to split up no assets and shit. It's less messy. So keep your head on a swivel. Watch these niggas' actions. Don't settle for less. And don't let nobody play in your face. That way you won't be begging a nigga for 4 to 5 years to give you something that he knows that you want, and he trapped you with a baby instead of giving you marriage.
And that is really the motherfucking thing. It's the fucking kids. Because even, and let me know if you don't want to go here yet, but I just feel it's a great segue, because even in a situation like Mary, and this nigga wasting your fucking time for 20 years. Okay, because here's the other side of this, where this nigga think he's all spiritual and he ready to, commit and this, that, and the third. Get you fucking locked down, and then now y'all having kids, and this nigga is a piece of trash. Like, not only is he fucking cheating on you, but he's cheating on you while y'all are filming a show. And bitches are so excited for the opportunity to not only embarrass a bitch, but embarrass a bitch publicly about her nigga. Then, to add insult to motherfucking injury, your black ass has the nerve to ask for a divorce and alimony? Bitch, when I tell you the rage that I felt in my spirit for this lady, because wow, like, I not only had to fucking deal with you as a piece of shit, and I was fucking loyal to you, and sucking your dick whenever you wanted, and cooking your meals, and taking care of the children, and bringing home the bacon. And you over here with side Sally, giving her all the fantasy, and probably spending my money on this bitch, and making fun of me or saying whatever the fuck, and then this bitch is close to me. Then you fucking bitches that are close to me. All of this is just a salad of fucking bullshit. Like, you, sir, deserve one of the hottest places in hell, because I genuinely feel you used your Christianity or your spirituality or whatever the fuck to keep this lady stuck, make her feel like she could not divorce you. Then again, y'all had children, so again, I understand that adds a layer onto things. But then you ask her for alimony, and so that I don't want you women to go out here. Even if you are engaged for 2 years, you have got to really Here's the saying that has been going around that I've been trying to make sure that I'm shouting from the rooftops, because good old Oprah Winfrey, and I believe it was damn, can't think of her name right now. But anyways, they said, when people show you who they are, believe them, right? That's all well and good. Thank you. Maya Angelou, couldn't get it out. When people show you who they are, believe them, right? The first part of that is people hide who they are all the time. All the time, people are hiding who they are. So you have to know that it's gonna take a while before the bullshit start to bubble up and really show you who this motherfucker is. Now, I'm not saying that he possibly showed her, like, I don't know what their real relationship is like, but ultimately I know they've been together 20 years now at this point. He had something had to been showing at some point that was like, this ain't right. But I will tell you that ultimately, bitch, when you was on the show and you was going the fuck off talking about, I can't take no more of this, I can't live like this, da 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 da, that right there, you should have been signing the divorce papers, figuring out how the fuck you can get in this moment of time, get him vulnerable so he can sign away his rights to some shit. Like, that's ridiculous. And it's very sad. And I hate that for her. And last thing that I want to say about this, old girl's sister, I don't know y'all's names. I just know y'all's married.
Erica. So, Erica, Tina. So Tina is the one going through a divorce, and then Erica is the one that you about to talk about.
Erica, posting your vow renewal situation right now is very unsisterly like. Very, very unsisterly like. It's giving, I'm the good sister who's got the things, and you're the sister who's the ugly duckling or whatever the fuck, and you just get scraps. And I know that you were trying to be there for her during that scene. It didn't really give getting there for her. It really gave Christian lecture, and we just gonna pray about this, and we gonna ask the Lord for help. No. Be there for your fucking sister. Wait a couple days to announce this fucking renewal. I just feel so badly. I just feel so badly for her because she's giving, again, someone who just wants love and wants to do the right thing, and
thought that marriage was going to protect her.
And doesn't know how to navigate this situation without feeling like she's betraying her faith or whatever the heck. And I just hate that for her. And I really, sir, you deserve a special place again in the hottest pit, because to not only cheat on your wife, but then y'all reconcile, and then you talking about, now I will say this, I do feel she gives me like resentment and grudge holder as a motherfucker. So I'm sure that even if he did try to be a decent human being or person,
it was too late.
He was just like, damn, like, I'm being tortured at this point. Like, I can't even, reconcile or do anything. Even though you also give me manipulative, like, you not really doing nothing. Like, you really not giving her an opportunity to heal or do things. But that's neither here nor there. The main thing here for me is the alimony. You got me so fucked up about that, sir. And I would just never forgive you for her. So that's all for me.
I mean, oh, girl, that was a lot. But that was a lot of the right shit. Okay? So, so many things to touch on. Let's just go to the alimony, because first and foremost, you a bitch for that. And much like we were talking about how long the engagement period, like you can make that however long, you got to take a page out of Candy Burris' book, and you got to get that fucking, you got
Please.
to get that prenup. You got to, because that's how Todd's punk ass ain't getting no alimony, because he is another one that would have went for it if he could have. But you got to protect yourself, because like what's Tina say? What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? Even for the women that don't want to sign them shits. Oh, well, too bad. You know what I'm saying? Because as a woman, that is honestly your kind of last line of defense before you get married. All of your stipulations, all of your caveats, all of your options and all that shit, you need to put it in the paper. And if they can't agree to your terms, y'all can't agree to each other's terms, then so be it. But just flat out, I'm not signing it. Oh, you don't trust me. I don't. I love you. But once marriage happens, like you talked about the men, they become somebody else. Sometimes women become somebody else. Like it's a fucking bait and switch most of the time, regardless of gender. It can be a bait and fucking switch, right? So this is your last ditch effort to protect yourself from a bitch ass nigga doing you dirty and then asking you to pay for him betraying you. The balls,
The
the
gall and
balls,
audacity.
the enormous gorged balls
Like,
for this.
your dick is not made of gold.
Engorged. Like, just nasty. So that's number one. First and foremost, you're a bitch ass nigga for that. Like on all points, right? So go to the religious aspect of this. Two-way street. Completely agree with you about him being manipulative. And this goes into what you were talking about. Oh, if you say this thing, that I will do said thing. Because how Nick Cannon even said that. Like, I'll be this man, I'll be that man, I'll do whatever, just so I get with you. But then I'm a, once I nut, I come to my senses. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tell on themselves all the time. But again, women, you cannot let religious indoctrination keep you stagnant. When you blew up and had that intense moment and everything, that was literally the straw that broke the camel's back, because you had been going on for years. You found out it was people that knew you, you know what I'm saying? People that were close to you. He was sloppy with it and all these things. Because unlike Clarence, I actually know what the fuck her husband do for a living. Like, this nigga was the band leader, I think, on Jimmy Kimmel or some shit. So he was making money. He got money. He making bread. He making ABC money. So he's fine. Which also would lend to him fucking, you know what I'm saying? Because he's in the industry, knows of the world. But there is this, and Mary is old school religious. Let's keep that in mind. So they come from probably seeing the women in their family get done like this. And through the power of prayer and the love of Jesus, anything. And my thing is, like, I love Jesus down. Y'all know me. I'm a Christian, da 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 da. But God don't want you to be no fool. He don't want you to be no fool. When the devil is putting you in these places, you lean on the Lord. And then when the Lord shows you, yeah, this person is actually not for this, you can leave a spec. Now, don't get me wrong. I might be misquoting, but I do believe adultery in the Bible is grounds for divorce. Once he broke the vow that he made between you and God, y'all two and God. He needs to pay for that. You don't carry no spiritual residue for staying or for leaving a man who does not honor you, who does not love you, who does not cherish you, who is not there for you in sickness and health. Like, he went against so many of these vows. Vows that are broken receive a consequence, and that's just by law. So when you sit up here and you use Christianity as a crutch to accept poor behavior from your partner, I don't understand that. And yes, you could go to counseling, da 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 da. But again, the person's actions dictate. Is this person even, like, committed to changing? Because, like you said, I firmly believe that too. I believe that she probably wasn't, because how she blew up about it, I know she's hurt. She's hurt. And that resentment is deep, especially because my sister, and I'm going to all these other people, she's around people that are just kind of like, oh, well. And I'm sure she felt so alone. She felt so small, and she felt defeated. And so she felt that she had to go back to her husband, because what are the people going to say? What is the church going to say? I can't be out here singing about the Lord and I'm divorced. Like, these are the things that really be going through these type of women's mind who have such a deep religious indoctrination. They let the church and they let the people decide what they're going to do instead of just what you and God talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because God is going to protect you, because he knows that you didn't do anything. Your husband, I was calling it Clarence, your husband will be dealt with,
Yeah.
because he broke his vows to honor and love and cherish you that he said that he promised God that he was going to do for you. So that alone should have just been like, all right then, well, this divorce city over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? And then Erica. Now, granted, like before we started this show, I had just seen all this, right? And I saw that Erica video, but my spirit said, don't play that. My spirit said, I looked right at it and I kind of read like a little synopsis, like, no, I think somebody said, Erica, girl, read the room. And I was just in the way, and there was no sound. I just was watching her. I was like, this looked like some bullshit. This either looked like, I didn't know it was a vow renewal. It's either like, oh, me and my husband doing good, or like, trying to make a Christian message about what her sister's going through in a roundabout way. Sometimes, when we have a love that we just can't attain, and that's where I thought she might have been going with it. But now you telling me that, I'm like, oh, that's even worse, actually. To me, it's even worse. But it brings up that kitchen scene to me because it's kind of like, well, Warren cheated on me too, but you didn't see me do all that. That's literally what she said in so many words, because she alluded to like, she went through something similar.
I saw that, yeah.
Well, okay, so I stayed, so I don't see why you shouldn't stay. But I'm like, but did Warren do the work? Sounds like Warren did the work to me, and that's why. And you know what I'm saying? But
Warren, she's always really good at turning your fucking head, bitch.
Just like, well, it's very much given. Well, a man just gonna be a man, child. That's why they're giving such old granny. Yes. Mammy ass vibes, you know what I'm saying? And they let Christianity do that to them. God don't want you to be no fool. You don't have to suffer because Big Mama suffered and your mama suffered and all this shit. You don't have to do that.
Suffering, bitch. Like, what
yes, like y'all are married, motherfucking married, bro. You gonna be all right. You know where your next meal is coming from. You come from a big family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have support. You are letting the devil trick you into thinking that you aren't going to be okay if you decide to leave this man. You're also letting the devil trick you into thinking that you are disobeying God. You're not. God don't want this for you. He'll help you through it until you decide to get the fuck up out of there, until you finally listen to him to get up out of it. But he's just gonna keep being there. Like, every time you fall down, I'm just gonna pick you back up. Oh, you gonna go right back over there? All right, you pick your ass back up again. Yep. You go back over there. And that's just what God is going to do until you decide, you know what, Lord? This is going to be the last time you got to pick me up. This is the last time you got to pick me up, God. You know what? I ain't got no more skin on my knees. I'm just hitting bone. I'm just hitting bone on bone, Jesus. Let me just get up, Yeah. And then for that nigga to leave you. Ooh. You gonna divorce me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I'm just so upset.
Slappers are gasted.
That shit is upsetting to me. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, if he was a real man, he should have just divorced you when he was upset about it. Because that to me would make more sense. Yes, is it cold and all this shit, but because it would make sense, because he's basically like, I don't want to be married anymore. Because when you cheat on somebody to that, you don't want to be married. You really don't. And a lot of men are cowards. Yes. They much rather do things to you to get you to leave them. Yes. Instead of them just leaving you, or they can't leave you if it ain't beneficial for them, because you are a golden cow. I'm sorry. It's not beneficial. It's not really beneficial for him to leave.
That nigga didn't want to leave that house. That house was too nice. He was like, I have to go. Yes.
You must go, bitch. That's what I said. You out here making Jimmy Kimmel money, bitch. You okay? Not Jimmy. Yeah, is it Jimmy Kimmel? One of these late night motherfuckers. You was making money one of these late night motherfuckers. So you not broke. You're not destitute. And like Mary has sold tens of millions of copies of things. Like, y'all be going on tour and stuff. Girl, you got it. You're being a coward. You're being afraid. You're letting the devil use you, and you're not listening to God, and you're not listening to God because he's telling you to trust yourself.
Mhm.
And that's why we're here. That's how you let this man do this to you. Because at this point, I have to say, you let this man do this to you. Because once you found out, that was decision time. Remember what? Remember the question or the thing I told you a couple months ago about like women have to have to choose which pick me heel they're gonna die on because of the man. You chose to die on the getting cheated on through marriage pick me heel. That is not a hill I would want to die on for. Like he he was telling you in his actions, I don't want to be married anymore, and you should just granted him his wish. And I hate the fact that your sister feels like, and my whole thing is she probably don't even think she did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? She probably didn't
Right.
think like she did nothing wrong. And her mind, well, I was gonna release this anyway. I didn't know that my sister was gonna
Right.
get divorced. But here's the thing: once the news broke, just like how J. Cole said he didn't want to kick a man when he was down, you could have literally took the same approach. You know what? My sister kind of getting her back kicked there right now. I'm not gonna release this.
Like,
I'll wait maybe next month. I'll wait a week or you know what? I'll just post the pictures on Instagram later, and because these niggas don't know when you're married. We don't know what date you and Warren got married. You could have told us this shit months from now and be like, oh,
that's
and
they would
posted
say,
it months from now. Okay, you could have been did that shit later. So yeah, you real janky for that. But like I said, based on how the fuck you treated her in that kitchen, I don't expect nothing less. You are also a blind, tone deaf, Christian fundamentalist enthusiast type of person. You black women, black women.
Yeah.
I want you to stand up. I want us to stop feeling like we have to go through things for marriage. We don't have to. The women were one class above slaves for hundreds of years. Okay. I would say, I think Gen X is the first generation of women, and then on, we have the rights, we have the same amounts of freedoms, like we go to work, like we are on an even footing with
shit,
men, and that's
barely. You've
why
been barely down.
barely, but like we have way more freedoms than we did have,
Yeah.
to where now men can no longer just come to us with provisions and that is good enough. No, you now need to have a good character. You need to have morals. You need to be empathetic. You need to be kind. You need to
Generous,
be you need to be
loyal,
genuine. You need to have integrity. You need to be fucking interesting. Like you can't just talk about
A
you
freak, but not fucking
24/7.
everybody.
Huh?
A freak, but not fucking everybody.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a freak. Just be comfortable with yourself. Be comfortable in your body. Like, don't be homophobic. Don't be that type of thing. Like, I just
respectful,
need you to do.
respectful.
I just need you to be a human. Can you be a decent human being? Can you communicate and let me know that this ain't working out for you no more or whatever the fuck? Like,
Right,
you
just
gotta
be
go fuck.
honest.
Yeah, that's all it takes. So
Mm,
it's fucked up.
poor Tina. Ain't that her name? Tina.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring this up for you, and I'm gonna just came down for a second. Tell me where I should stop so you can read.
I don't see nothing on the screen yet. Oh, well, you gonna have to make it bigger because
Oh, okay.
do you have to go to the restroom or something?
Yes, badly.
Okay, just go to the restroom and come back.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna cam down for a
Okay.
second.
We got 30 seconds. I'm gonna go get some water. Ew.
All right, I'm back. Thanks for that.
Okay. Of
All
course, of
right.
course. All right, now yes, go and scroll up to the top to the. Okay, that's
Do you want the
yep. Let's get to
headline?
the heading. So, right there. So this is a story that we came across during The Hangover. Speaking of, that's one of our other many things that we like to do on Sundays. If you follow us on our other platforms, we do a little special after show called The Hangover. But on The Hangover, we were talking, and I was just scrolling, and I come across this story about this young lady named Ashley Janae. So says influencer Ashley Janae family is desperate for answers after autopsy completed. Now I'm reading this terrible, terrible story about this young black lady. You know, scroll down to her picture. This young black lady who was unalived during her birthday trip to Tanzania, and during that birthday trip, she was proposed to by her at the time fiance. And later on, it was discovered that she was murdered in their room, but it was made to look like a hanging, like she attempted, like she committed suicide. So I'm gonna read some prompts from here so we can get some more information, and then we'll get to the internet.
We go down here.
Because Ashley Janae's family is still searching for answers about her sudden death, and now they're one step closer, but stuck in an agonizing limbo. Ashley's father, Harry Robinson, tells TMZ he traveled to Washington, D.C. to press the U.S. government for helping get in touch with the Tanzanian authorities, desperate for any update on his daughter's death. Go up a little bit. Okay, he says that effort paid off. Officials were able to make contact and the family was informed an autopsy was completed Tuesday. But here's the frustrating part. They still don't have the results. Harry says the family has only been told the investigation remains ongoing and they're now waiting on the full report to determine what comes next. Uh, adding to the pain, Tanzanian officials have not yet released Ashley's body to her family, leaving them without closure on multiple fronts. Once those results do come in, the family plans to move forward accordingly. But for now, they're stuck waiting. A local Tanzanian outlet obtained records from a facility she was reportedly taken to that listed her immediate cause of death as cerebral hypoxia due to strangulation and suffocation. As we reported, Ashley, real name Ashley Robinson, was found unconscious at a resort villa on the island of Zanzibar off the coast of Tanzania and rushed to a hospital where she died the following day on April 10th. Anything after that? Says authorities says she had been involved in a dispute with her fiance Joe McCann shortly before she was found, with hotel staff repeatedly stepping in and separating the two into different rooms. The incident remains a key focus of the active investigation. A local report previously suggested police were exploring the possibility of suicide, but Ashley's family has firmly rejected that, telling TMZ she was a beacon of light and showed no signs she would harm herself. They also say they've heard little to nothing from her fiance since her death and are still trying to obtain surveillance footage from the hotel, hoping it will piece together what really happened in her final hours. The family is considering flying to Tanzania to meet with officials face to face.
Yikes.
So you were again on the couch with me when I was reading this the first time, and there was a video, their engagement video, and it was so beautiful. Like Africa looked so amazing. There was a lion in front. You was calling him Simba, and also a beautiful lion. You know what I'm saying? And she just looked so happy and so excited and over the moon. And my thing was, okay, first of all, it's your birthday. You're on vacation with the man you love, and you're getting and he proposes to you to get engaged. I can't imagine being murdered after some shit like that.
Bruh.
Your screen is frozen.
Oh.
I can't imagine being murdered after some shit like that. Like I feel like that is so crazy. Like what the type of emotions like to go from such a high to a low to fear to like damn like what? So last thing I'm gonna touch on this, then I'll give me your opinion is so I also remember on the couch when I was telling you about pink pill shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
How there was a red pill answer for women called pink pill. And it was about hypergamy and choosing better and, ultimately ending up with a white man because black men, don't value marriage and black men,
According to
you
the
know,
pink
want to
pill.
make you, yeah, the black men don't value marriage and they just want to make you a baby mama and they don't make enough money and they're ashy and they're dusty and they're mean and they're just the terrible blah 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 and get you a white zaddy. Like that was really the underline. The white version is trad whites. If to give you a good,
Fair, fair.
comparison, right?
Yeah.
So these are black. They were prey on black women's want for marriage, want for family, and want for like leveling up. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, I do believe she was a pink pillar.
Mm-hmm.
They went back and found some tweets and found some posts, and they weren't glowing about black men and stuff. And some of them weren't even about like I think only one was about black men specifically, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it used a lot of pink pill language, talk about soft life and leveling up and don't waste your time with the dusty. It there was the language was in there, right? So
Yeah.
I don't want to put the pink pill jacket all the way on her, but that does seem to be a bit of like why they were together in the first place. And then, of course, the internet gets a hold of that because they were already blaming her for being murdered because she was with dating a white man. But now that we got the little pink pill dust on it, now they really like, oh, fuck that bitch. She deserved it. That's what the fuck you black bitches get. Always thinking that y'all going this, that. Oh, yeah, they're getting ugly. They're getting nasty. And it makes me think about that Nigerian guy that was murdered by his white girlfriend
I was
and
just
how he was about like, black women this and how black got on all white praising white women and how we all basically collectively told him we don't give a fuck about that. He chose a side and I don't want this to happen to her, but it's gonna happen because and I feel like as a woman, this is one of the few things in life I can be hypocritical about because we all, not we all, but it's no secret that the majority of black women who date out don't be on that type of time. It is a small sliver. But unfortunately, that cannot be said for the reverse. Most of the time when black men are dating out, it has very little to do with that white woman being a person. It has much more to do with whiteness and trying to triangulate black women and white women and Latina women and all this other type of shit, right? So I don't have the same type of like, this is me. I don't have the same type of smoke, right? Because it's like, yeah, this is unfortunate, but that's really fucked up because women get killed for less and don't be on no pink pill shit. Like femicide there doesn't have to be a reason for femicide, quite frankly. Femicide is because you're a woman. Whether you were a woman that like Tina that was standing by a motherfucker side and you was doing all the things you needed to do, still killed you. If you was a woman that had a baby on, still killed you. If you was a woman that left because you didn't want to get beat on the war, still found you, killed you. Like it don't really matter. And that to me is another reason why I don't have the same kind of smoke because even if she was no pink pill shit, even if she wasn't, da 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 da, and he still did this, y'all would still say the same thing. Y'all would still be like, oh, well, that's what she get for dating a white man and all this other type of shit. And it just be like, ugh. So to me, it's just 360 fucked up. There's reports about her like being a dancer, and like she met him like on some trick type of shit. Like there's a lot of narratives getting spun. That's also what I don't like either. People are just going to her social media and just piecing things together and making their own narratives, So rest in peace to Ashley Janae. This is really fucking terrible what happened. Last thing I'm gonna say is the white man. Now, people thought it was odd how the white man never posted Janae. He never posted her. Even while they were out there and all this shit, like he didn't post about her, he didn't post nothing about engagement, but he was all up and down her motherfucking timeline. She was always posting about him. And even after she was dead, he was still posting shit like ain't nothing going, like out in Africa having a great time. So something's just very sociopathic about that. So
Yikes, man. Yeah, I don't have many thoughts on this except for no matter what gender you are, thinking that some race is gonna save you. Like, bro, you have got to know that, again, there are super predators out here. There are predators on both sides of the fence who are looking to exploit that insecurity you have about your color or the lack of respect that you get in the space of your fellow coloreds.
Lorenz,
uh it just gets us in these really terrible situations, men and women, black men and black women, because like you said, we're so quick to judge and say the most unsympathetic thing because we're like, well, see, this is what happens when you go over there. And it's like, that is not, that should not be the thing that we are saying to our people. But at the same time, it's like, we need someone to address this epidemic here because it's a thing that happens in our culture. I hate this for her family because I would be ready to string up a white boy. Okay, I'd be ready to fly to wherever, and then you don't really want to call us now and tell us what the fuck going on and why, and why the fuck you wait so long, and like don't get me wrong, like I get it, like if you had nothing to do with this, I understand like the awkwardness of this whole thing, and then being like, bitch, she killed herself, like I don't know what to do, but it just doesn't look good for you, sir. Like it doesn't look like you really cared about this young lady. And I don't know about, because everybody in their social media, it's all just, everybody's different. So if he did or didn't, I mean, it is weird that you want to post about everything else but her. That is very strange. But I'm not going to make that my thing for you. I think my thing for you, sir, is, again, the lack of communication and it seeming like you're hiding something. So I only hope that the authorities genuinely do a very good autopsy, that this can be taken serious, because not only is it just like it needs to be taken serious because it's all fucked up, but because this is a woman, this is a woman who just ultimately, she didn't deserve that. And I know that we're just so ready to just throw women to the side a lot of times, be like, well, especially I could see that happening in Tanzania. I could see them being like, well, shouldn't have came to the motherland with the colonizer. You know what I'm saying? And then being like,
because they love them some white folk too. So they not absolved from that. Like I said, that Nigerian boy got killed by that white girl. So now,
so again, maybe they do some sort of underhanded shit where they don't even really do the investigation. I don't know. I hope not.
I hope that they do a thorough investigation. I saw something about his passport had been revoked and that he has been arrested. So I'm hoping that, you know, there's some sort of justice that comes from this, especially if she did not indeed unalive herself. I really hate that that's the thing that is trying to be pushed. Also, I want to also say that, bitch, if you hung her and you tried to say that shit, the needle. Okay? The needle. That's all I'm gonna say.
The chair. Fuck a needle. That's too nice. The chair.
Bitch, dog, some gas. I don't know. Some
Stones.
okay.
Firing squad. I don't know, but
All things.
bring back
Best
some old medieval
recovery.
shit. Bring back some shit from the 16th century for this motherfucker. I
Right.
don't know. Just put him in a room full of
Send
rats
the
and
dick
cover him in
off.
honey. I don't fucking know. But
Yeah.
do something, okay?
Please protect Black women. Okay. God.
And Black women, protect yourselves. Like,
Please. No
hey,
pink pill stuff.
if you
Like,
yeah, like there's no race that's gonna save you. You
no.
sound just as dumb as these ashy passport bro niggas that think that they can go and third world country themselves a wife. Like you can't hypergamize. You can, but it's dangerous. You can hypergamize marriage, but it's a dicey game. It's a dicey game because you are ultimately attaching to your attaching yourself to somebody that wants to be in control. And once you attach yourself to somebody who wants to be in control because they make the money, they're the protector, they're the provider. You're just supposed to be a little quiet house, like da 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 da. When you have a man who comes with those type of mores, social mores attached to him, like how he thinks masculinity is and femininity is, and then you listening to these femininity coaches and these pink pill women trying to tell you to be soft and docile and all this other type of shit to get a man, to get a certain type of man. Oh, go here if you want to meet this kind of man. Go do that if you like. This ain't the 50s, you know what I'm saying? Bitches ain't going to college for marriage no more. Like this ain't what this is about. Like you do these things for yourself. If somebody comes along and respects what you're doing and wants to add to what you're doing, then so be it. But just because they're white is not going to guarantee anything. Just because they're black doesn't guarantee poor treatment either. So it's just like you when you don't have a good sense of self and you just desire to be in a relationship, you're not gonna see it, you're not gonna correctly pick any man, no matter which community that he's coming from. You're gonna get the lowest of the low that looks high, but he is the lowest of the low. And you will find out, and unfortunately, you might lose your life when you find out. And that's ultimately what it is for me. It's like, hey, especially as a black woman, I'm sorry. I'm just you have to be more wary of white men. Because that fetishism shit is high, you know. And this is what we try to warn black men about when they go with outside of the race. Like you're being fetishized, and being fetishized never ends well. It don't end well because you were never a person to begin with. You were a thing. You were a sexual object. They used to eat us, y'all.
And it feels good in the moment. Like nobody can sit up here and act like, oh, being this object of desire doesn't feel good. But when that is all that you are to that person, that is where you're like, oh shit, they don't give a fuck about my feelings, how this affects me. None of it. You are only an object of desire. And once that desire is gone, now we really like it's really no holds bars and like, bitch, anything can happen to you. Quite literally anything. Lies can be told on you. Again, your life could be put on the line. Like you're more than an object of desire. You are your person and you deserve love and respect and not to be treated like just a hole to fuck. Like honestly, or a dick to fuck. Like whatever props or
perks you get for that, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Rest in peace to her. I hate that for her. Hate that for her family. Okay, on lighter news though. We got a couple. Actually, we got two things that's lighter news. Okay, do you want to start with Nori or Cam?
Let's go with Cam.
Okay, so this is really a very quick thing too, because there's not a whole lot of it on the internet, and this is what's giving me it's fake as fuck. But whatever, because they need the views or whatever. And honestly, I don't even think that they need it. But if they do, that's why they did this, bitch. Because ain't no fucking way in hell. These niggas Cam. What's it called on the damn podcast? What's it called? What's their show called?
This is with him and
It's
Mace,
what it
right?
is? Yeah, something like that.
It is
Something
what
like
it is.
And they had this wrestler on there. Hold on, let me get the wrestler name.
It's Joey Uso.
Okay, Joey
I know
Uso.
who it is. It's Joey Uso. The only reason why I know who Joey Uso is because I watched like WWE Divas for like a little bit, and he's married to they're gonna get me. What is her name? I can't think of her name, but shit. But he's married to a WWE superstar, and they just recently had a baby. Congratulations to them. So that's who I know who he is because I really like their interaction, their relationship is cute. I like it.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't
good old Samoan, honey. Good old Samoa. I think because I do know he is the child of Rikishi. For those who remember WWF back in the day, Rikishi, that's his dad. And I want to say they are related to Roman Reigns. So by ipso facto, they're also related to The Rock, I do believe, as well too. So yeah. But what the girl? Full screen.
I don't know that this can get bigger. Okay, this is about as far as it gets. Okay, hold on.
Nick, I'm more mad at you because you keep bringing Saturday WrestleMania niggas here, and you don't bring us a Sunday WrestleMania.
Say less, Count. I ain't got to be
talking to my
here.
producer, bro. You keep bringing Sunday. I need a Sunday WrestleMania. I don't smell what the Usos cooking.
That's right.
And at the end,
no, this right here. That. I just want to run it back one more time because if this ain't the most WWE shit I'd have seen. Now, what is that?
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This is a really fascinating
like he trying
first segment to the show.
Yes.
Where was you at, bro?
I came over there.
All right. I ain't saying you done, bro. I just, my bad.
He did come over there. He also called security.
I was the one that grabbed him.
I was the one that grabbed him. Anyway, I'm not gonna play it again. But I was just that fake ass punch, bitch. I was mad. And then I'm like, and then it's Uso. It's not like a white dude. Like it was really like their homie for real. Cause nigga, what you talking about Saturday Night Wrestling? Shut the fuck up, Cam. I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much to say about it. I just could not believe that they went to those lengths to get.
That's all I was going to say. It's like, girl, the OGs is getting desperate. Like my first immediate thought, besides this is the fake shit, is like, niggas really need clicks that bad. Like it was one thing for you to do the fake intro with fucking J. Cole. That was one thing.
Yeah.
But now everything is a rollout. Now I can't believe not that I was believing things, but it's just like everything you niggas is doing are stunts now, and I don't like that for you because like it's just gonna influence the landscape of these other niggas to be doing shit. Because we're gonna get to Nori here in a minute, and how all of our faves, all of the niggas that we grew up, maybe looking up to, admire, whatever. Y'all, these are becoming the corniest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Like they are not aging gracefully. They're not aging well. They're still acting like they are 22 years old, messy. You know what I'm saying? Like And my thing is like, I don't want Joe and Jada to think they got to start doing silly shit like that because Joe is already on the line. He be telling them big ass fantastical fucking stories. So Joe don't give me too far off the line of like, yeah, let's hype it up, let's do some weird. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like it just I don't want you old niggas to be thinking that you got to compete with the young niggas in the streaming like this. Like you actually don't have to do that because you are afforded the lane of not doing that type of shit because you are already who you are. These young niggas got to do that because they're building an audience. Nobody knows them yet. Your audience is built in off of 20 plus years of hard raps work. We already know you. Like you ain't gotta. We actually come to you for the stories. We don't come to you for shenanigans. We don't need shenanigans from y'all. And it looks desperate. It just looks fucking desperate. Y'all look like there's no reason why you and Joey Uso had a fucking conversation like, hey man, you come after me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is bullshit. And I want y'all to stop. I want y'all to stop competing with these young niggas and doing dumb shit. Just be a legend, bro. Just be a legend. Just enjoy your time. Like,
do you think maybe they need a new audience though?
No.
Do you think they're trying because that audience that they had is not translating?
And that's unfortunate because you much rather pivot into some bullshit. Because this is kind of like Kanye, right? When I said in our video about how you are now introducing people into the space that otherwise would not get introduced. And this is not a good thing. You're introducing people into the space that have no merit, who don't value who you are, your legacy, what you built, and what you represent. They're just there to get their clip. They just there to get their shine. And you are now behind the 8 ball trying to do these things to gain a very fleeting audience. On top of that, this is not even an audience of people that's going to stay with you. This is a very fleeting audience. This is the audience that don't know shit about hip hop. This is the audience that don't give a fuck about hip hop. They don't give a fuck about your legacy. They ready to just call you an old nigga that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And because you don't want to be the old bitch at the club anymore, you just wear a tighter dress and think that they're gonna do it for you. Like, no, that ain't how this works. You still old in the face. You still an old bitch at the club. Like when the lights come on and I see who I've been dancing with all night, I'm like, damn, grandma, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I still might take you home. I still might crack. You know, make me some cornbread or whatever. But I ain't here to take you seriously, grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, that was a nigga in me that had to say that real quick. But I just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's giving. You look goofy. This shit goofy. And it's very cringe. I got very much secondhand embarrassment watching that shit. Not only for you, but for Joey. Like, nigga, this is your actual job. And to me, you're cheapening your job by coming here and doing this shit. Like, keep that shit for the ring. Keep that for the shit for the niggas that know how to, for the niggas that actually know how to take hits. Like, Cam, you out here putting your motherfucking body in danger and shit. And now he gotta try to take it easy on you because, you know.
Right, because nigga,
this is
when
dumb.
I tell you, Cam looks so fucking in distress. And it's like, but it was the most fakest in distress. Like, he really was like, nigga, now if I really wanted to get up and do something, like I would just be like, I don't know, it just looked crazy, girl. It just looked
and
crazy.
then he gonna ask me, man, where was you at? That was enough for me. I was like, oh, this fake as fuck. If I thought any of that was real, it stopped being real as soon as he said that. Fuck out of here, bro.
How quiet Mace was when he got up. That's the other thing. Mace is not a good actor, child. Like, nigga was like, hey. Like, he wasn't like none of that. That nigga was like, let me get up and get over here. Go help this nigga get up. Like, what the fuck,
okay, Mace? So he said as soon as he walk up there, right, I'm supposed to get up.
Exactly.
He choreographed that shit like.
Exactly.
I get up.
Silence. Also, silence. Like, don't hear Mace say one fucking word.
And there would have been 5 other niggas that would have came from the back. Oh, it wouldn't have went down like that. Exactly. It just wouldn't have went down like that, bro. Nah, bro. And then I'm not saying that it will happen. Huh?
I'm just saying, we talking about two of the hardest street niggas, like for who have like been in the boroughs, nigga, who are from like all of the street shit.
Like, you niggas know better.
Who
And
have
then
problems
to
with niggas.
me, you're just opening the door for somebody to do that and not be fucking playing.
Man, that's really what I would think it does. Is I was
I'm
like,
like, you
like
leaving a little bit over for niggas to come play with you. I don't like that. I'm hoping nobody would be that dumb, but you know, again, we're in a very clout-driven time, and you know, my old niggas is going outside. They're like, well, did they get the views? That's all the fuck they care about.
Well,
let's get into this other messy old nigga.
Last messy old nigga thing. Oh, hold on. Gotta share it first.
So before we don't play the video yet. Don't play the video.
Okay. Yeah.
Noriega.
At the fucking
Nori. First of all, your teeth are too big, and that just that kills me. That nigga got a baby grand sitting in his mouth, and I just okay. That's just me being petty. I had to get that out of the way. But yeah, messy old niggas. First of all, you're sitting up on a couch with Jason Lee.
I love him, but
mess.
Yeah, you know,
pure mess.
You know,
this is a very unscrupulous person. Okay,
this is a very male version of Tasha K. Real talk.
I gotta get the scoop, but he's at least smart enough to get fucking sued. I'll give him that. So this conversation is coming out because Offset is in the news, and you know he's got his gambling problem and all this other type of stuff or whatever. So it comes up that apparently Nori and Offset have some issues because Offset was trying to press Nori about like comments and things like that or what have you. Before you play this clip, what I took away from this was absolutely the fuck nothing. For this man to make money interviewing other old rap niggas about things, he's a terrible interviewee. I have to say, like, it just was get to the point. It was just a lot of rambling. It just didn't give, and like it just was. He was too excited to be on that couch. Like we up here talking about Gucci Mane and snitching all this. This is a snitch, okay? This is a snitch. This is a nigga that can't wait to come and write that motherfucking statement. He was, girl, I wish I had the fuller clip because before they started talking, Jason Lee was kind of like prepping him up. He's like, he said, so I got a question for you. Yeah, let's get it. That's what that nigga did. Like he was like, yeah, let's talk about this bitch ass nigga. I can't wait. Oh, I'm so glad you asked me.
The nigga's being so fake humble, bitch. He's been so fake and like he wasn't ready to spill the tea. Like he was like, nah, I ain't gonna spill it. But let me tell you something. Like, what the fuck?
When he said when he was making threats against me and oh boy, let me tell you, I'm the wrong guy to make threats to. Like it just was like, why are you? I wanted to fight him during plenty parts. I didn't even see the whole interview. This is like maybe the little 7-minute clip I saw, and much like that whole Cam shit. I just secondhand embarrassment. This was the cringiest shit. Like nigga, get to the point. You being so over dramatic and animated. Just tell. He was just too excited. He just was too excited to tell for me, and I said, "This is snitching. This is what the nigga should be mad about. Like the fuck, like this nigga was all 5,000 of them motherfucking teeth was just popped to fucking tell. Like I just couldn't. I could not. But anyway, let's get to this rambling ass nigga so he can tell us absolutely nothing, girl.
And real quick, sorry, shout out to the people on Instagram. They get just a comment and we can't see shit.
What do they say?
They was asking, it's okay to admit she's a swirler. I don't know what that means. Epidemic is a hell of a claim. Oh, I think that was when we were talking about Ashley. I don't know. But anyway, shout out to the Instagram folk and the YouTube folk and the Twitch folk. All right.
How can we get their comments to show up?
I don't think we can. This is just the thing that we're on right now, for now. But anyway, here we go.
You got the last interview with Takeoff and Quavo together. By the way, the Migos, just be very clear, is still probably my favorite hip hop group of this generation because I just love
They
what
legends.
they had.
They legends.
But you had
and by the way, me, because like we're deeping into a conversation where it seems like me and Offset had beef. Like we didn't have beef. Like what it was he asked me for a certain thing that I actually did. I just didn't do it.
You took out the question of whether or not Offset slept with Saweetie.
Absolutely.
You took that question out.
Absolutely.
And you still have that footage.
Absolutely.
And you have the answer.
Absolutely.
But
I respected man code.
Okay. And took it out.
Absolutely.
Would you sell it?
Nope.
To me?
Nope.
To Cardi?
Nope.
To Saweetie?
But it depends on y'all. How much y'all offer?
Nah.
Hell no. Offset, I got
But
your
you
back.
are the only person right
That
now
would have done that.
that has the answer.
No. And guess what? You still ain't gonna get that answer.
Who was on set with you that day? Because you be having a lot of people in the background. Can we pay them? No. Okay, no, we won't do that. But so you asked the question.
By mistake. I didn't know.
But you asked the question.
Yes, I did.
And you got the answer.
Yes, I did.
But then you cut it out.
Yes.
And you held on to it.
To this day.
Because of the bro code. Oh.
Is it really bro code what you're doing? I feel like bro code would mean that you don't bring it up. You don't talk about it. It is very much in the black box with your mama's titties and you toss that bitch in the sea. Okay? This message is not for Noriega, Saweetie. I don't know why you would allow yourself to be put in this position. I don't know why you would homie hop in a group that is this famous. I don't know why you would allow yourself to be subjected to commentary and, revisiting your decisions. Sweetie, you had Quavo. Why? I just hate this for you, man. I just really do. I hate when men talk about our curricular activities. I hate it. It just gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies, bro. And then now, not only, it's just Quavo, Offset, or whatever the fuck, but then you got this random, I ain't even gonna call Noriega random, but in this situation, you're random.
Random. Yeah.
Why are you now talking about the possibility or the suspicion of what the fuck I was doing with my pussy? Well, not my pussy, with Saweetie's pussy, okay? It's just, this is news, y'all. This is news. We give a fuck about this. This is some interview question, not nothing productive or like, you know what I'm saying? Like real, life experience from Offset, Quavo, and Takeoff. Like, we got to talk about this triangle.
Yep.
That, number one, we didn't even know about. Like, it wasn't even like Sweetie got out here and was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't fucking do these niggas. Like, no, we just, good God. I just want you women to have more, especially of Sweetie's caliber. Okay?
Yep.
Just want you to have more protection over your energy, recognizing that these men love a good gossip, child.
Okay. Because thank you for saying that, because that was another thing that really got me too about like the old niggas now on microphones. It's like, I don't want to hear nobody else say that women be gossiping. I don't want to hear nobody say that jealousy is a female trait. I don't want nobody to say that gossiping is a female trait. These men literally do it daily. What the fuck you think be going on at the barbershop? They ain't talking about nothing but dick measuring contests. Every conversation is a dick measuring contest. Okay. Or something about so and so is the greatest rapper. Okay. They're not having a lot of substantial conversations. They be in there gossiping. They be in there lying. They be in there talking, we'll say, kissing and telling. Okay. They be there talking about so and so got sucked dick so good, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Your business is already going to be out there. But now this has met the internet and now it's all of our business. Like, I really wish you niggas would just keep this type shit in your circle. But now, like I said, y'all out here trying to compete with young niggas. You have to sit up here and talk about salacious things. You now are content. You are in the content game. And so now you have to sit up here and air out people's dirty laundry, and in this case, string us along to not give us an answer, even though you pretty much gave us the answer because you dry snitched on this nigga and you still went against bro code. Like, you sitting up here doing all this is absolutely
completely negated what
It's
the
like
fuck you was talking about.
You're confirming that he slept with that girl. Like you're confirming that they did that because earlier in this clip he was talking about how he was talking how Jason Lee got Nori and Cardi B on the phone to have a three-way. Not about this, but because one of his main questions that he likes to ask on the Drink Champs podcast is like, you know, he does a little segment where like he'll say this person or that person or this thing or that thing. And if you don't want to answer, you have to take a drink. And so one of the questions he would ask is like, you know, Nicki or Cardi. And Cardi was like, stop asking that question because it just keeps people fueling the fire and people feel like they got to pick sides. And, you know, somebody might say something disrespectful about either one of us on the other person's behalf. Like, you're opening a can of worms when you keep doing this type of shit. Plus, me and this bitch don't like each other. We're still actively not liking each other. Like, it's a thing. And so he was talking about how, you know, respectfully talked about that, this and that and the other. And also after this part, he was talking about, I guess, how him and Offset was getting into it. And he was on the phone talking to Jason Lee talking about, hey, that nigga keep going. I'ma air it all out. So you kept it as blackmail, which further negates any type of bro code, which now makes you a bitch ass nigga. Because now you up here, you blackmailing niggas. Again, I don't want to hear none of this shit being attributed to women or the females, as y'all like to say. All this female shit, these niggas is doing the female shit, okay? And now it's out in the open. That's why they talking about you need to put a tariff on the motherfucking mics because it's too available for these things to get up here on these platforms and to talk down on women and be messy and, you know, try to be messy with other niggas' relationships. And you know what I'm saying? It's too much. You niggas is chatty patties. You some hoe ass niggas for this. Like, and also it ain't like we didn't know. Like, she was fucking Lil Baby. Like, she was the one that was taking the picture at fucking Chanel. And Chanel went and told Jada Waiter. Like, the fuck? Like, the fuck are we talking about? Like, these, like you said, homie hopping, this shit is not a new practice. She just was messy with her homie hopping. Like, if anything, you went to the married one. There was a whole other member that you could have fucked up. I guess he was the most unattractive out of the three. I guess maybe that might be your thing, sister. I don't know. But at the end of the day, for Saweetie, I'm gonna tell you like I told Queen Naija, y'all move with the lowest self-esteem I've ever seen in my life. These are women that want to sit up here and talk about they pussy this and they faces that. And they getting money and they'll fuck a nigga and get the money and leave and y'all won't be living none of that. You say that shit to make yourself feel better, but your actions do not show that. For somebody to be as beautiful as a Saweetie that gets all the grace and beauty politics in the world, you, like I said with Lotto, you guys are just resting on niggas that's there. Y'all are landing on niggas that are close to you, niggas that got emotion, niggas that got clout. Those two things are not fucking sustainable. I don't know how you niggas ain't got this. And now the narrative is out here that, you know, now, but then the narrative's out here that you selling pussy to stay afloat. You know what I'm saying? Because your raps aren't doing it. You know, you want to be a musician. You want to be. No, let me back it up. You thought this shit was easy. I'm talking to Saweetie. You thought this shit was easy. You thought just because you were light skinned and mixed race and all this beautiful da da da, you just thought that it was supposed to just come to you, and it did at first. It did at first, but you lacked so much talent that we could not see it, that we couldn't not ignore it because you didn't feel like you had to do all that because you had been skating by your whole life up until this point off of looking how you look. But the part they don't tell you is that the people gotta believe it. It's one thing for somebody to put some money behind you and say, yeah, I think she can make some money. That's what the fuck what they did with Iggy Azalea. You's a white woman from Australia. You're a novelty. We gonna make some money off of you. And she was just like, yeah, because why not? I'm not even gonna be bothered to know anything about hip hop. I'm not even gonna be bothered to like really rap for real or enunciate my words. And in fact, I'm actually gonna put on a whole different accent and da 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 da. I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna disrespect Q-Tip and all sorts of niggas. And I don't care. It won't matter because I'm white. And it worked at first. But that type of shit ain't sustainable. It just ain't. And it's a shared failure because we allow y'all to do that and then y'all take complete advantage and still feel like y'all know how to do shit. And that's how we end up in these situations where you feel like, well, I don't want to fuck with him no more. And this is like an unfortunate dusty nigga red pill point that I do find a little nugget of truth in is that there are women that are not motivated until you have a woman. Like you're not attractive or you're not, because we are familiar with women that like to sleep with married men. It's the same type of shit. There's something about that woman that you envy. You want to emulate her. You want to be her because in your mind, you probably thought that Cardi was the same as you. Like, oh, you light skinned, you good looking, whatever, and the world just opened up for you. Why not? Why is that not happening for me? Oh, well, just to feel some of your power, I'ma fuck your husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, never mind. Then I'm already over here with this nigga, and then she's probably thinking she'll get treated better over there because we all remember the whole shit that happened in the elevator with her and Quavo, whatever the fuck that was. You know what I'm saying? So she's seeing Cardi getting all a room full of flowers and all this other type of shit, da da da. And to somebody who's not all there, who doesn't have all the people, they look at that as preferential treatment. Like, oh, I should be getting that. Well, you know, shit, if he doing that for her, then I know he did that for me. Da, 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 right? So it's just a shared failure. It's a shared failure on both parts. Sweetie, you unfortunately these are the consequences. I don't want to say you deserve it, but these are the consequences of your actions. You know what I'm saying? You can't destiny swap with somebody else. You can't try to live somebody else's life or take somebody else's spot. That's her motherfucking husband, and she not even with the nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just you; it was you and so many other people, and that to me is stupid. Because I'm thinking like you could have fucked with any other nigga, but like Offset. You could have went outside the Migos, like, you know what, like if you could have just kept fucking with Lil Baby, but you couldn't because you messy. You tell it. You know what I'm saying? You out here snapping pictures and shit. Huh?
Say or keep fucking Chris Brown. Him and Quavo have an issue.
You could have went anywhere else, sister, but you decided to go and now look at this nigga. Look, ew. You know what I'm saying? Like gross. But yeah, I just want these old niggas to just
stay out there.
Stop pulling stunts. Man. I want my old niggas to stop pulling stunts. I want you to stop being chatty patties. If it ain't about hip hop or, you know, top 10 or, you know.
Hip-hop.
Huh?
And not the messy bullshit women and stuff in hip hop. Like real hip hop shit. Okay. We're not talking about, oh, this is hip hop because this has something to do with the Migos. No, it is not. This is gossipy fucking bullshit. This is not.
This is hip hop gossip. That's what the fuck this is. It's just you niggas in media take out parts 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and 11. Like that's all we looking at.
Again, I would have gave you some bail if Sweetie came outside and was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking both of these niggas or whatever the fuck." Then whatever have something to say. But bitch, we didn't even know about this. This is just a rumor. For all we know. Okay.
You out here confirming rumors and shit.
Confirming and denying at the same time. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Absolutely. Absolutely
No.
Absolutely nothing, bitch. You said absolutely for nothing, nigga.
Out my face.
Ugh, what a loser. So many losers. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But I just really want these old niggas to just put them out. If you ain't gonna rap, don't step in front of a mic. Okay? If this is not an actual like dedicated conversation, like even Cam and J. Cole, like that was a dedicated conversation. There was a backstory. We knew that these niggas needed to talk, but y'all really don't have to talk to these people. And even on your show, was it a Dream Champs? I like Dream Champs because you just asking this person about their lives and So if they decide to talk about the mess, then they will. But it's quite another thing when you go on somebody else's platform talking about I got some mess, but I ain't gonna tell you. Girl, get the fuck out of here.
Like
I would have hung up on you, bitch. Click. Well, call me back when you got it, girl. No. And this thing, women do everything better. You just can't even gossip, right? It ain't even good. I said to all that fucking rambling to get nothing. Whoa.
Tomato.
Whoa.
Happy Thursday, you all. That is it in terms of topics. A good 2-hour episode. Good God. We was just yipping and yapping.
We ain't clipping all this shit. You probably gonna get 2 stories out of this bitch.
Okay.
You finna get 2 actual dedicated videos from this, maybe.
Okay.
You lucky you got
couple things, but y'all better get on here. Subscribe to the
we
Patreon.
finna snatch these shits and put them on Patreon. You think we playing with you?
Not playing.
You get 24 hours of this shit, and then it gets snatched, and you might get 2 clips from this bitch, and maybe a couple shorts. We'll be generous to try to give you some shorts.
Really, the shorts is coming really them Sundays, nigga. Them are the only times you get the shorts for real.
Well, the shorts we only do. We let the computer do the shorts,
but that's we only get so many a month, so it can really only go.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. So we appreciate everybody that came in here. Like we say every few days, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the comments. Thank you so much, Barry. That's one of our great supporters. We really appreciate her. As you saw, Derica was on our other video. We got people. Okay, we got people. Thank you to the people that are following us on Instagram, on YouTube, even on Facebook. We're getting closer on Facebook. All of our sites. Thank you so much, guys. I see the views are going up. You guys are appreciating the clips that we're doing. Shout out to our Isaiah Rashad video. That is our leader right now. It's almost at 200 views. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my homegirl, this is the fun part. Yep. This is the fun part. I'm excited, before y'all start coming in here and acting a motherfucking fool in our comments. Be like, we already had one, but you see, we don't play that shit around here. Mm-hmm. You talk that shit, you gonna get shot, and that's just what it is, okay? So thank you guys so much, and we're gonna go plan so we can come back and hopefully tell you this grand ass idea that we got. So
real church announcement. Yeah, with that said, my name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and you have had just the sip. We'll taste you later.